You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It's Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 FM. Join us this spring as the Tigers march through the season. Our games are brought to you by Air Serv Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet, Memorial Chapels and Crematory of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, your shelter insurance agents, Dave Holland in Richland and John Gregory in Crocker, the Bank of Crocker, St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company. Let's play ball with your Waynesville Tigers.
Pleasant afternoon to you and yours here once again at Wayne Bandy Ballpark here in Waynesville, where we are just a few minutes away from getting going here. Today's varsity baseball matchup. Again, it'll see the Waynesville Tigers taking on the Parkview Vikings. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. Well, for the first time in quite a while, Waynesville enters this game on a winning streak. We're winners yesterday in an exciting contest. Got it done when it mattered most. They were able to defeat St. James 6-3. So let's go ahead and make it a proper winning streak here today. Going to be taking on a Parkview Vikings team that has struggled a little bit. We'll actually get to that. We'll talk about it a little more in depth. Parkview, kind of an interesting team here this season, but you got to figure Waynesville's riding in with a little bit of confidence after defeating St. James and closing it out in pretty solid fashion. Definitely did not lack any drama last night. So we've got, again, about 10 minutes or so until first pitch. I would certainly say we go ahead and guess about 10 minutes or so here. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a quick first break. We're going to come back and we'll go ahead and dive on into what these two teams have accomplished here this season. Again, two teams that have really struggled this season, but both teams hungry for a win as we enter the final month of the season. We'll be back here in just a few. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call Air Serv Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at Air Serv Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
And once again, back here at Wayne Bandy Ballpark in Waynesville. Again, just a few moments away here. Coaches meeting at home plate here as we approach today's varsity baseball contest. The Waynesville Tigers against the Parkview Vikings. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3. As we enter today's game, Waynesville, like we said at the top, they are on a winning streak. It's one game, but we'll see if they can make it a proper winning streak here today as they take on this Parkview team that comes in with a record of 4-20. Parkview very, very traveled here this season. Definitely have played a lot of games, 24 to Waynesville's 16. But the thing you notice when you take a look at Parkview, we'll go ahead and start with Parkview here, is that they stay, for the most part, in their games. They don't get blown out. They don't get run ruled very often. You do have your run rule games here and there. An 11-1 loss to Glendale, 20-5 against Carl Junction. In fact, that's one of the few times they've allowed double-digit runs here this season. But this Parkview team, despite frequently ending up on the losing side of things, they do keep themselves in it. So Waynesville, again, going to have to be at their best here today. This is not going to be a walk-in-the-park game, especially with a team that sometimes struggles to give up, or should I say, keep teams down, at least in terms of scoring runs. They're going to have to be at their best here today, and of course, we'll get to the lineup here in just a moment. We'll tell you, spoiler alert, not Peyton Breeden on the mound. There are some changes here and there. Definitely some names we haven't seen a whole lot there as well. But for Parkview, they are on a 4-game losing skid. Like I said, they keep themselves in it. How about a 2-1 loss to West Plains back on April 27th? That was the last time they were in action. Remember, Waynesville got run ruled by the Zizzers, and then before that, another 2-1 loss to Hillcrest on April 26th. Waynesville, again, got run ruled by the Hornets as well. So this is a Parkview team that plays a lot of good teams. Like I said, Carl Junction is definitely one of the better teams there. Logan Rogersville is pretty solid this season. Of course, Glendale, we talked about it. Still think they're number 1 in Class 5, if I'm not mistaken. So this is a team that, like I said, is fairly interesting. We'll get a good look at them here in just a few moments. They did lose to Rolla as well, 6-0, if you need kind of a recent example of a team Waynesville has seen here recently. So Waynesville, again, 2-14. Last time out, 6-3 over St. James. You remember in the top of the 7th, on Monday, had runners on first and second. St. James did, brought in a freshman pitcher, Dylan Pelkey, throws one pitch, gets the double play, picks up the win there. And so, well, for the third straight game, Waynesville has found its way into picking up more than 4 runs. Hopefully that's a trend that can continue here today. 4 runs is usually a pretty good benchmark. Would like to see 6 or 7. That would definitely make me feel a little more comfortable there, but things might come up on the pitching side. Definitely got to keep the team down. You can't win if you're giving up 10, 13, 15 runs per game. So with all that being said, let's go ahead and get into your starting lineups here for this one. First of all, we're going to go ahead and start with the Parkview Vikings. They look like this here today. Batting leadoff will be their pitcher, Dylan Mahan. And batting second will be their center fielder, in Aiden Tesaro. Batting third will be the first baseman, Clayton Conrad. And batting cleanup will be your third baseman in Ethan Walker. Batting fifth, that'll be the shortstop, Kimo Lokiu. Batting sixth will be the right fielder, Delton Orcutt. Batting seventh will be the left fielder, Caleb Handley. Batting eighth will be the catcher, Holden Oliver. And then batting ninth will be your second baseman in Chris Young. Again, the Vikings, they are 4-20 on the season. They have dropped their last 4 straight, but a narrow loss to West Plains, who's having a very good season, 2-1, back on the 27th of April. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the lineup here for the Waynesville Tigers today. Batting leadoff, also the pitcher here. We're going to have both pitchers batting leadoff. It'll be Zach Imperato who gets the start here for the Tigers. So for the first time here on the radio, at least here in the 2023 season, we will have somebody not named Peyton Breeden getting the start. We'll see how Imperato can do here today. Now batting second, that's your second baseman, Jackson Goforth. Batting third will be your designated hitter today in Ethan Heberling. Heberling going to come back out of the field. Batting cleanup will be the left fielder, Creed Jones. He had a good game yesterday, at least at the plate. Batting fifth will be your right fielder, Justin Zuber. Batting sixth, the catcher, David Vernon. Batting seventh, the first baseman, Peyton Breeden. Breeden's still in the field, but he will be playing first here today. Batting eighth will be the third baseman, Hunter Althusius. And then batting ninth, out in center field, in the spot where normally we see Imperato, that is going to be Lucas Vore. Going to have one player extra in the field. You might have noticed no shortstop there. That is actually going to be Eli Vore. So both Vores going to be in the starting lineup here. You got Luke Vore out in center field, and then you got Eli Vore over at short. National Anthem coming up next. We'll take a break. We'll come back, and it'll be time to go. Zach Imperato on the mound here for Waynesville. We'll get going with the top of the first. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard. As the years go by, everything gets older, even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
Zach Imperato going through his warm-up tosses here as we get going with the top of the first. Waynesville taking on Parkview here today. 2-14. Waynesville trying to make it 2 in a row, trying to pick up victory number 3. Last broadcast for the week on our side of things. Will not be the last Waynesville game, though, this week. Coming up later on, they will be competing in the Salem tournament. They've got a game coming up on the 4th. They'll be taking on Bolivar. So that game not going to be broadcast for you. Our next Waynesville broadcast actually coming up on May the 8th. It will be an away game, so do keep that in mind as we travel on to Licking. 2 games next week, Licking and Owensville on May the 11th. That'll actually wrap things up for us, at least as far as Waynesville goes. We'll also tell you about district baseball. That's going to be coming up here. We've got a special plan coming up for that, as well as some district brackets start to release. But either way, the game in front of us here, it'll be Dylan Mahan stepping in front. Batting from the right-hand side, he'll get things going here for the Vikings here in this top of the first. Connor Harvey here today, Z102.3. First pitch from Imperato is put down low, ball 1. Imperato on the mound, Vernon behind the plate. Breeden and Goforth on the right side of the infield. Vore, Althusius, should specify Eli Vore. Over at short as the 1-0 misses high for ball 2. Out in the outfield, Jones in left. Lucas Vore in center. Justin Zuber over in right. 2-0 now delivered. Here's a swing and a miss, and that'll be strike 1. So we'll see what Imperato has here today. Early innings, oh so important. It's a 2-1 misses for ball 3 now. Imperato perhaps in danger of walking the lead runner aboard. Here is that 3-1 pitch. A swing, fly ball, right side, but going foul. And we'll start this game off with a full count. Getting an early lead, very, very important, I'd say. Once more, here's the payoff pitch. Line drive sent out toward right center. It gets through, and it's going to be a base hit. We'll see if they try to make it double here. Mahan taking off towards second. Play's going to be a little close, but he's going to be in there safely. It's a leadoff double here for the pitcher, Mahan.
Now batting number 6.
So Mahan gets aboard here. Already a runner in scoring position now for Parkview. We'll see how Imperato responds. See if Waynesville is able to keep the runner off the board. Here's center fielder Aiden Tesaro. First pitch here to Tesaro. Misses low. It's ball 1. Mahan, Tesaro, Clayton Conrad in the on-deck circle. Ethan Walker now in the hole, waiting in the dugout. Here's a swing, hard line drive, but it goes foul. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, going to the breaking ball, but keeps it high. Now make it 2-1. So again, I talked about district baseball. And of course, Waynesville, they'll be heading over to the St. Louis area for their districts. We'll actually be keeping it a little bit close for our broadcasts. So 2-1 also misses. It's outside, ball 3. Trying to navigate the Mitchell website on my phone, not always the easiest thing. Here comes the 3-1. Swing, foul ball. How about another full count? So after a full count to start, we get another one. See if Waynesville can get a better result. Perhaps get that first out on the board. Here's the pitch from Emperado. Swing and a miss. There it is. Strike 3. So after giving up the leadoff double, Emperado comes back with a swinging strikeout. Records out number 1. Keeps that runner over on second. And that brings us to third batter in the lineup, the first baseman, Clayton Conrad. Emperado looking back to second, now delivers. Big bender, finds the zone, strike 1. I'll find the district eventually. I know we got a bracket today. It's in my email at the moment. Here's a swing, foul ball off to the right-hand side. No balls, 2 strikes here. Perhaps an opportunity for a second straight strikeout. Here is that pitch, but he keeps it high. Conrad will get a ball back on the count, 1-2. Silly me, I should have known it was District 9. Here's a swing and a miss. How about it? Back-to-back strikeouts. Both of them swinging here. Gets Tesaro, gets Conrad too. Now Waynesville, well, ultimately that plays just over toward first. Gonna have to go through the cleanup hitter though, third baseman Ethan Walker. Right-handed batter here, first pitch. High fly ball headed towards left. Backing up on it is Jones at the fence. Did he make the grab? Yes, he did. The wind is blowing toward right field here today, and I'll tell you, my heart sank a little bit off the bat. But Jones able to track it down, make the catch at the warning track to end the inning. So, nothing doing here for Parkview in the top of the first. No runs on 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base. See if Waynesville can put some runs on the board themselves. We'll be back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Bottom of the first coming up here in Waynesville. Still no score. A leadoff double picked up by the Parkview Vikings, but Waynesville able to work around it. Back-to-back strikeouts and then a fly ball to the warning track. Any other day, saying in the first 2 months of the season with the wind blowing out toward left field, that one's probably most likely gone. But the wind is blowing toward right here today, and I think that pretty much kept it in the ballpark. So Waynesville catches a break there, but time to put some runs on the board themselves. It'll be 1-2-3, of course. Emperado, Goforth, and Heberling set to take their cuts here in this half inning. It's Connor Harvey here, ZU 102.3. Throw goes on down to second, and so, much like we saw in the top of the first, we'll have a pitcher v. pitcher matchup. Zach Emperado stands in right-hand side of the plate. By the way, did find the district bracket I was looking for there. We're going Class 2. Several Frisco League teams in that bracket. Going to be bringing you the action there. Talk about it here in a moment as Emperado takes the first pitch inside for ball one. Not every Frisco League team, of course, but a lot of them. 6 of them, in fact. Here's a swing. Soft ground ball over toward short. Coming up on it, Hemoloku, but he can't make the play on it. And that'll be an error to start things out. Tried to glove that one. Couldn't put it through. I'm going to say he had a play on it, so I'm going to give it an error. And so we'll see if Waynesville can take advantage. Certainly did yesterday. Half Waynesville's runs unearned in that game, but when you have base runners, take advantage of it. We'll see if Jackson Goforth can do it. Goforth settling in, right-hand side. Batting second, playing second once more. First pitch on the way. Outside edge, it's strike one. So, we'll kind of continue to interlace information here between pitches. In that district, Iberia, Richland, Lakeway, Crocker, Plato, Newburgh. Next pitch. Also taken on the outside edge, 0-2. Iberia earning the 1, Crocker the 2, Plato the 3, Richland the 4, Lakeway the 5, and Newburgh the 6. So we'll carry all the games for you there. It's going to be a lot of baseball coming up here real soon. 0-2 pitch taken in the dirt. Goforth stays alive here, 1-2. First game, May 13th, 5 p.m., Richland Lakeway. Seen Richland plenty. We'll actually see him again next week. Saw Lakeway way back in March. Here's a swing, foul ball. Once more, Goforth stays alive. And after that, we'll follow it up with the 3-seed Plato. Saw them take on Dixon. They'll take on Newburgh, the number 6 seed. That'll be right after. 1-2 on the way. On the lower outside corner. Strike 3 called. Goforth a little hesitant to head back to the dugout there. But he will strike out. Runner stays over on first. That brings us to designated hitter Ethan Heberling. So Heberling batting from the left-hand side here. Like I said at the start of the broadcast, not in the field today. He is the designated hitter. Eli Vore taking his spot over at short. First pitch. Tries to bunt. Misses though. 0-1. Heberling in yesterday's game reached base twice. Did not pick up a hit though. 0 for 3. Here's a swing and a miss on the 0-1. Emperado taking off for second. Play at the plate. Safe is the call. Emperado has himself a stolen base. 0-2 count at the plate. But Emperado finds his way into scoring position. So still an 0-2 count here. Heberling trying to stay alive. He needs to protect that zone. Mahan coming set, delivers, runs inside. Has to curl out of the way of that one, 1-2. Again, Dylan Mahan on the mound here. A right-handed thrower. Working out of the stretch here at the moment. Next 2-strike pitch. Again, takes it inside. Ball 2. Back to an even count we go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Again, Emperado hanging out over on second. Hand taking his time here and getting the sign. Now brings it home. In the dirt, ball 3. So Heberling using that eye to his advantage. Lays off the pitch too low. And from 0-2, we go full. Full for the first time here in this half inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Hand fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So, a very similar situation here. It's what we saw in the top of the first. Leadoff batter aboard, then 2 consecutive strikeouts. So we actually get ourselves a courtesy runner here for Emperado. Dylan Smith going to be brought out to run here. So he'll take Emperado's place. Over on second. But like I was saying, here comes a guy who's been a pretty effective bat as of late. Creed Jones. Batting in the cleanup spot. First pitch. Outside edge, strike 1. Gonna have to watch that outside pitch today. If it looks near the edge of the plate, gotta try to extend on it. So an 0-1 count here to Jones. Next pitch. That one's too far outside, 1-1. Jones, yesterday's game, he went 3 for 3. Did not advance past second, though. Did have an RBI. Had a stolen base, but he was also caught stealing twice. And a very busy day on the base paths. Next offering here, swing. Ground ball to the backstop it goes, 1-2. The game prior against Rolla. Jones pinch hit for Martinez. And actually was instrumental in getting what was a 5-run inning going. First time Waynesville had scored in several games. But it is a 2-strike count here, 2 away. Waynesville trying to keep the inning alive. Dylan Smith taking off for third. The pitch is low, no throw. Smith will just take the bag. 2-2 count here at the plate. Two. Swing, ground ball over to second. Coming up on it, Chris Young. Throw to first is going to be in there in time. And that ends the inning. So Waynesville does get a runner to third. But unfortunately, the 4-3 put out will end Waynesville's ambitions here in the first. No runs, no hits. 1 error, 1 runner left over on base. So no score as we head on into the second. Parkview back up to the plate. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball. Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Time for a new inning. The second inning, to be precise here, as we get back to it. No score. Waynesville gets a runner on third, but couldn't keep him any further. And so we see 5, 6, and 7 coming up here for the Vikings. It'll be Locu, Orcutt, and Handley. Zach Emperado enters a second inning of work. Look for Emperado here to maybe continue on with what he had in the first. Did give up that leadoff double, but then back-to-back strikeouts. Almost gave up the long ball, but almost is always a good thing. Here's a pitch that runs inside, but Locu Actually caught it with a piece of the bat there, trying to lay down a bunt. It's 0-1. Kimo Loque. Loque. Actually, before we get to the next pitch here, our home plate umpire actually directing some sort of message to the Parkview dugout there. I think telling somebody to get on in over there, or I'm not sure. But either way, let's get back to it here. 0-1 coming in next. Trying to slide one into the zone, but misses low. It's 1-1. Again, Delton Orcutt, right fielder on deck. Here comes the 1-1 now, and it hits him. So the first pitch was well inside, caught Loque's bat. That time, brought it down enough that Loque was able to take the hit by pitch and move on over to first.
Now batting number 10, Delton Orcutt.
So leadoff man once again aboard here for the second straight inning for Parkview. Again, Waynesville will have to work around that. Here comes right fielder Delton Orcutt. Orcutt, right-handed batter, slightly open with the stance. Inside half, here's a nice pickoff throw. Did they tag him? No, he did not. Loque actually jumped the opposite direction of the bag first, then tried to come back, but the tag just missed him. Here comes the first pitch now. Looks good, called a strike. Almost. Definitely fooled him. Here comes the next pitch, trying to bunt now, but the bunt goes foul. It's 0-2. Again, Peyton Breeden over on first base today. The ball's 2 strikes, pick-off throw. This time, no doubt about it, Loque able to get back. Now here's the 0-2. Loque taking off, pitch high, throw down is not going to be there. In fact, it heads on out to center field. That's going to be an extra base here for Loque, as he goes from almost being picked off at first to taking 2 bags. It'll be an error on Vernon. Behind the plate, Waynesville's first error, and now, well, Waynesville will have to try to find a way from keeping that man coming home from third. Nobody out. 1-2 pitch, breaking ball, staying high again, 2-2. Of course, a strikeout would certainly help the cause. Brado just looking for strike 3. Here comes the next one. There's a swing, foul tip. The backstop and around. And we'll stay at 2-2. After Orcutt here, fielder Caleb Handley waiting for his chance. Next 2-2 on its way. Outside, ball 3. Found our fair share of full counts. Gonna get another one here. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Emperado gets his 3rd strikeout, all of which have been swinging strikeouts. And that gives you a little bit of breathing room here. Things can work out Waynesville's way. But next man up is a left-handed batter, Caleb Handley. Let's win that here, maybe after the first pitch, assuming Handley's not going away. Pickoff throw to third, off the glove of Althusius, but not far enough to advance Loque. You get a short ground ball quick enough, you can keep that runner held up over on third before going to first. Of course, deep fly ball most likely will score a run. Obviously, a hit's a hit. And of course, a strikeout to strikeout. There are ways out of it, obviously. Just got to get it for yourself. 1-0 now. Missed the corner, 2-0. Of course, big thank you to all of our sponsors. Got a lot of them. Here's a 2-0 now. That one looked good. It is 2-1. In fact, we've already almost made our first rotation. One more sponsor to play. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Vernon going to fake a throw here. Low-Q not budging over there. But it's going to be 2-2. Low-Q daring Vernon to throw. But Vernon goes back to the mound. Even count. 2-2. Next 2-strike pitch. Breaking ball. Ground ball over to third. Althusius grounds it. Over to first. Breeden has it. Now the throw home. Vernon is not going to make the play. And they score the run. So Low-Q takes off on the throw. Just a millisecond too late to make the play. And so Parkview takes a 1-0 lead. Low-Q definitely rolled the dice there. That's kind of what Waynesville wanted. Like I said, it's a fast enough ground ball. Althusius even watching Low-Q before he makes that throw. But speed's just one of those things. Low-Q showed it off there. Parkview takes the lead. 2 down. Here's a ground ball over towards short. Up on it. That'll be Vore. Throw to first is going to get away from Breeden. It's going to be another error here. That's going to be on Vore. As Breeden runs it down against the fence here. It'll be an extra base here for Holden Oliver. Waynesville's got to watch the errors here early on. That's their second error of the inning.
Now batting number 7, Chris Young.
That time on Vore. So Oliver makes his way over to second. Could have been the end of the inning. New batter here, the number 9 slot, Chris Young. First pitch going inside, ball 1. A look back to second, now the 1-0. Outside, ball 2. In the throwing error, the first one. Got Low-Q to third and set up that ground out RBI situation. Next pitch, too high. It's ball 3. And another error, obviously to extend the inning. 3-0 count. Young taking all the way here, but it's going to be called a strike. At bat continues here, 3-1. 3-1, offered up, too high. Gets away from Vernon, taking off for third. Throw down to third is not going to be there. And so, that'll actually be a pass ball. Allows Oliver to get on over to third.
Number 11, Dylan Mahan.
As Young walks his way over to first. So does that error hurt Waynesville to the tune of another run? See the top of the lineup, back up to the plate, Dylan Mahan. Mahan's 1 for 1. Has an opportunity to do some damage here. If he can find another pitch like he had the first time. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken at strike 1. Caught the upper half of the zone with the fastball. Now, can have a man jump off here. They're going to try to get the out. Over at second, they do. The run, I don't believe, scored in time, and so it's not going to count. Waynesville, not fooled by the base running shenanigans, as Young is thrown out over at second. So, 1 run scores, assisted by a couple of Waynesville errors. No runs, no hits. Like I said, 2 errors, and 1 runner left on base. That'll take us on into the bottom of the second. We'll see if Waynesville can get it back. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, C102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Bottom of the second coming up here, Wayne Bandy Ballpark. Just past the 5 o'clock hour here. 1-0 now our score. Unfortunately, Waynesville, a couple of errors come to harm them there. Well, at least one of the errors. Second error ultimately ended up for naught, as that Strunner did not reach home plate on the inning-ending play. But we'll see if Waynesville can get that run back, as they will have 3 more batters. 5, 6, and 7. We're going to start off here with the right fielder, Justin Zuber. Connor Harbit here, Z102.3. Zuber settles in here. First pitch, swing and a miss. 0-1. Zuber yesterday, 0 for 3. Going to catch a piece of that one. Fouls it off to the backstop. Quickly now 0-2. Zuber a line out to first in the first. Struck out looking in the third and struck out looking in the fifth against St. James yesterday. Trying to reverse those fortunes a little bit here. Down 0-2. Next pitch, just outside. It's 1-2. Again, Zuber, David Vernon on deck. And you have Peyton Breeden waiting on after that. 1-2. Fired in, swing and a miss. Strike 3. Hand picks up strikeout number 3 today. And with one away, here comes David Vernon. Vernon looking to get the offense going. First pitch too high, sails to the backstop. Ball 1. Vernon went 0 for 2 yesterday, but did represent one of those runs. Grounded out, popped out, but was hit by a pitch, reached on an error. Well, got to second on an error, should say. And then eventually was brought home to score in an RBI single for the next man up, the man on deck, Peyton Breeden. 1-0 is a fastball too low. Next pitch, here's a swing and a miss, big swing and a miss. Vernon slamming the bat into the dirt here. It goes 2-1. Waynesville still also looking for their first hit of the game. Hand delivers next one. Caught the outside edge, strike 2. So from 2-0 back to an even count. Next pitch, line drive, but right at the first baseman, Conrad, who gloves it for out number 2. So first 2 are down here for Waynesville. Base is still empty. Peyton Breeden now to the plate. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, strike 1. Like I just mentioned, how about Breeden? RBI single in yesterday's game. Then came around to score himself. 0-1 pitch inside, ball 1. 1-1 from the windup. Swing, ground ball over to short. Low-Q comes up on it, but again can't make the play on it, and that'll be another error. So a 2-out error going to keep the inning alive. Second error on Low-Q over on short. Well, we'll see if Waynesville can do something here with 2 outs. Going to have to try to bring that runner all the way around here. First man up, Hunter Althusius. Althusius, who made some pretty solid defensive plays yesterday, including being a part of that game-ending double play. Try to get something done with the bat here. First pitch, swinging. Here's a pop fly. Second baseman backing up on it. Makes the catch and ends the inning. So, Althusi is trying to make something happen early in the at-bat, but he pops out to second, which means that runner's stranded over on first. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 runner left on base. Once more for the Tigers. So we head on into the top of the third. Parkview still leads this one. It is 1-0. Back in 60, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
2 innings have gone by. We're into the third. Our score, Parkview 1, Waynesville 0. Waynesville still looking for their first hit. Of course, we'll wait till the bottom half of the inning to see if they can get that. But now trying to keep Parkview from finding any more runs. Going to have to go through the top of the order this time. Dylan Mahan returns to the plate. First pitch going to be taken on the corner for strike 1. Connor Harbert bringing you today's high school baseball action. Right here, Z102.3. 0-1 delivered by Imperato. Here's a ground ball, but just fouled down the third base side. We go 0-2. And at the plate to end the inning. To end the second, but again, Parkview trying to pull some shenanigans, trying to trade the end of the inning for the run. Waynesville fortunately able to get the out before that run came across. But Mahan again, 1 for 1 today with a double. Facing an 0-2 count. Next pitch, breaking ball, stays inside. A little bit high too, 1-2. Mahan to Sorrow Conrad. Next 2-strike pitch. Here's a swing, pop up, but foul. Going over the right side fence to stay at 1-2. 1 hit so far for the Vikings. That being Mahan's double. Not in the inning, they picked up the run. Next 2-striker. Too low in the dirt, 2-2. Actually get by Vernon and the umpire. Get a new ball and come back to it. Of course, 2 errors in the previous inning for Waynesville, helping that run score. A leadoff hit by pitch. Next 2-striker. Here's a swing. Pop up, but this one will stay in the field. Foul territory, chasing after it, Breeden, but he can't run it down. Hand catches a break here. He'll come back once more. That one definitely playable, but Breeden couldn't get to it in time. Playable in the sense that it stayed in the field. Maybe not so playable in the fact that it was a bit of a tricky one over there. Still 2 strikes. Next pitch. Swinging another. Pop up right side, but this time again gets out of play. Man, not going down without a fight. Brado has had to go deep into some counts here. Several full counts. This time Mahan kind of giving him the business here. But still 2-2. Next one. Runs inside and hits him. So for the second time, a Parkview batter will be hit by a pitch. Second straight inning. That'll lead off an inning. With the leadoff batter in both lineup and inning aboard, here comes Aiden Tesaro.
Number 6, Aiden Tesaro.
Tesaro is 0 for 1. Struck out swinging One of 3 strikeouts for Emperado thus far. Coming through with the first pitch. Taking it. Called strike 1. See if Mahan makes a move over there on first. Tries to get into scoring position. Rather small lead. Not the largest lead over there. Emperado, though, going to step off the rubber. And look on back over toward first. And shuffling the feet. Here comes the 0-1. Low and away. 1-1. 2-1, excuse me. Nope, changed his mind. 1-1. That's what I thought. 1-1, nobody away. Here comes the next pitch. Mahan taking off, swing, foul ball. I'll have to come back here. It's 1-2. Another 2-strike count. Emperado looking to put DeSaro down once more. Got him in the first, trying to get him in the third. Next pitch, breaking ball, swing. Short ground ball, but they'll say it's a foul ball. They'll say it bounced off at DeSaro. And they'll stay 1-2. At least I thought it maybe bounced off DeSaro. Might have also bounced behind home plate or something. Either way, we'll get another pitch. For that, though, a pickoff throw. Braden applies a tag, but it's not in time. Nobody away, second batter of the inning. Here comes a 2-strike pitch. Mahan taking off, swing, another foul ball. Guys had several deep at-bats here. That third strike's always the toughest. Batters tense up. They're going to swing. Going to try to stay alive. Brado comes set. Next 1-2. Again, Mahan taking off. Pitch misses low and inside. Throw on down. It's not going to be in time. And Mahan does eventually get his stolen base. That puts a runner in scoring position here. 2-2 now, the count at the plate. Focusing now on the batter. Here comes the pitch. High and outside. Ball 3. So yet another full count. First base now unoccupied. The payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. So Emperado, a little bit of control problems here. Or could we really say that? Did throw several would-be strike threes in that at-bat, but ultimately for the second straight time, it's a free pass given up. That'll bring us a visit to the mound. So again, with the time we have here during this visit to the mound, I'll go ahead and remind you about what we've got coming up next week. Got a couple Waynesville games for you. We're on the road May 8th. So we travel on down to Licking. Wildcats going to host the Waynesville Tigers in that one. Our lone Tiger away game here this season. Then on the 11th, we'll finish up the regular season back here in Waynesville. Going to be taking on Owensville. See if the Tigers can end the regular season on a positive note before moving on into district play. To close the regular season, like I said, we don't have... Well, that's not where we're going to end. I'll tell you that. We're going to move on back down to Class 2 for some Frisco League district play. I say Frisco League district play. It's not really a Frisco League thing, but just kind of works out that way. That'll be the week of the 13th through the 15th. Should I say 13th through the 16th. Championship game on the 16th. We got plenty more games to be had. First and second, nobody out. Here's a swing, deep fly ball off towards center. Going back on it, Lucas Vore, he makes the catch. Taken off for third, though, is Mahan. He will advance a bag. Runner stays over at first. Runner at the corners now with 1 out. as Clayton Conrad flies out. 1 down.
Number 21, Ethan Walker.
So another runner on third. Runner on first in Tesaro. Here is the cleanup hitter, third baseman Ethan Walker. Walker gave it a ride in the first. The wind was blowing out to left, almost certainly would have cleared that fence. But instead, warning track power. First pitch, he's swinging away, pops one up. Drifting right side. Vernon going to give chase, but it is over. It'll be strike one. So Walker is 0 for 1. But a chance here for the cleanup hitter to do what the cleanup hitter's supposed to do. Drive in those runs. Curious to see if they try to send Tesaro over from first. Avoid what could be an inning-ending double play. Braden is covering the bag over at first. 0-1 count. Next pitch. Breaking ball, staying high. Taking off for second is Tesaro. He'll be in there with no throw. Taking away the double play. 1-1 count. And runners now on second and third. And the lead runner. Here is that 1-1 pitch to Walker. Well outside, ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Next offering from Emperado. Again, keeps it too high, ball 3. Walk here, loads the bases. Trying to avoid that here. Now about the 3-1. Inside, it's ball 4. Third, free pass. 2 walks, 1 hit by pitch. Here given up by Emperado here in this half inning. Still just 1 away. And before we get to Kimo Lokyu, it's going to be a full infield visit here. Walk, honestly, not the worst thing in the world there. Does open up a force at any bag. Also keeps the double play ball a possibility.
Number 1,
Of course, you're not usually keen to give up base runners. But sometimes you just got to kind of look at things in a positive light, if you will. If you can get a hard enough ground ball, well, turn 2 and get out of it. Get a ground ball where you can go home. Do that too. See how things shake up here as Lokyu steps up. Looking for an official at-bat in this one. Definitely trying to send one out of the park there. A big swing, but can't make contact. 0-1. Lokyu, he represents the lone run in this game at the moment. He was hit by a pitch, stole second, but advanced to third on a throwing error. On the same play, then came home to score on a ground out. Looking to square up to bunt here. Pulls it back as the pitch misses. It's 1-1. Brado, though, does need to keep it in the zone here. I think we said 2 walks and a hit by pitch to load the bases here. Can't give up any more of those. Next pitch. Here's another swing and a miss. Foul tip, actually, but the result's the same. It's strike 2. Hopefully strikeout takes a little bit of pressure, too. Then you don't have to worry about all that double play shenanigans. Here comes that 2-strike pitch. Swing. Just barely kept it alive there. Kind of an awkward swing, but fouled it off. Stay at 1-2. On deck, Delton Orcutt. Top of the third. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Emperado does get strikeout number 4. His 4th swinging strikeout. Parkview definitely does not go down looking. But like we said, it does give a little bit of an easier path here for Waynesville to get out of this. Stepping in now, right fielder Delton Orcutt. Before we get to Orcutt, though, pinch runner checking in. Courtesy runner for Mahan, getting the lead runner. Coming on in now. That'll be Case Hiley. So Hiley, the runner on third. Tesaro on second. Walker on first. Again, Orcutt at the plate. First pitch to Orcutt. It's a swing and a miss. 4-strike 1. Orcutt 0 for 1. He struck out in the second. Again, one of those 4 strikeouts for Emperado today. 0-1 coming in. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. One more good pitch. And Emperado could find his way out of this jam. See if he can get it done here. Here comes said 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 pitches, 3 swings, 3 misses. And Waynesville finds a way to strand the bases loaded and get out with no runs across. No runs on no hits, no errors, and 3 runners left over on base. Bottom of the third we go. Still 1-0 our score. Waynesville trails this one here to Parkview. Back in 60. It's Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors, like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Bottom of the third coming up here in Waynesville. 1-0 our score. Tigers, they trail this one to the Parkview Vikings, but finding their way, escaping out of the top half of the inning. Bases loaded for Parkview. Gave up a couple walks, a hit by pitch, but tell you what, Emperado found the strikeouts when he needed them the most. We'll see Emperado at the plate here later on in the inning, but we're going to start things off with the 9-hole. Lucas Vore getting a look here. Vore center field, batting 9th. Next pitch, missing inside, 2-0. The elder Vore, senior. Watching another one go by for 3-0. Eli, by comparison, a sophomore. Can relate, taking the 3-0 all the way. 3-1, my sister was 2 grades above me. About 18 months or so. 3-1, runs inside. And simple as that, Vore's going to draw the leadoff walk. So a third base runner for Waynesville in this game. Still no hits. Off of Parkview starter Dylan Mahan. But we'll see if they can change that the second time through here. Here comes Zach Emperado. Emperado, he's 0 for 1. But he did reach base. Reached on an error. One of 2 errors committed by Parkview thus far. Taking the first pitch, inside edge, strike 1. Stole second. Advanced to third. But ultimately was left stranded there. It's Waynesville's closest. The closest Waynesville's gotten to a run this game. And Emperado squaring up to bunt, and lay one down the first base line. Trying to hustle it out. He'll at least vent the runner as the throw goes 1-3. Trade the out to put that runner in scoring position here. Emperado going to get credit for the sacrifice. So he does his job. Runner on second here. Here comes Jackson Goforth to try to continue the work. Goforth, strikeout victim his first time through. He struck out looking. Looking to maybe be a bit more proactive with the bat this time through. Doing so, here's a first pitch, fly ball out towards right, but that's in no man's land, and it gets down. Ford taking off, he is going to round third, he's going to try to score and tie this one up. Here comes the throw to the plate, he is going to be out, but did he slide in? Yes, under the tag, we have a tie. Vore slid underneath the tag. The throw was there in plenty of time, I'll tell you that much. But he got on under there. Holden Oliver behind the plate trying to argue his case. But the call is safe. Vore will score, and we're tied up here at 1. Waynesville also picks up its first hit on the day. Be an RBI single here for Jackson Goforth. Hit that right on out to no man's land. Not a whole lot of power behind it. Right in the sweet spot between the second baseman, the first baseman, and the right fielder. First pitch here to Ethan Heberling. It's going to be called strike 1. Found the outer half of the plate. Next pitch coming up here. Here's a fly ball sent out toward left. Could be playable, but it is off the fence. Foul ball. Handley chasing after that one in left, but it'll be an 0-2 count on Heberling. Heberling is 0 for 1. He also struck out. He struck out swinging, though. In a deep hole here. Going to try to protect the plate. 0-2, caught the corner. He'll strike out looking. So Heberling strikes out for the second time in this one. Now with 2 down, runner on first. Here's Creed Jones once more. Jones 0 for 1. Grounded out to second to end the first. First pitch on the way, taking off for second is Goforth. The throw is going to sail wide into center field. Goforth, though, going to hold up on second. He'll have himself the stolen base. Standing now in scoring position if Jones can perhaps put that ball in the outfield. Could be a potential run. Going to need to hit one into the gap. No balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Next pitch. Outside, 1-1. Jones manages to keep the inning alive. Justin Zuber on deck. One strike pitch, chased one high, 1-2. That ball a bit too high. Definitely a chase there. Falling behind in the count now. Again, 1-1 our score. Bottom of the third. Next pitch from Mahan. Swung on, popped it up. That's going to be heading out toward right here. Could be a tricky play. That one fair ball. Yes, it is. That's going to score a run. They couldn't track it down the first base line as Jones slides into second. He'll have himself a double, an RBI double, and Waynesville takes a 2-1 lead. Another pop fly, but that one right on the line. First baseman Clayton Conrad trying to chase it down, tried to slide for it, but he couldn't make the play. So Goforth, who of course was taking off when that ball was hit, he scores easily. Again, Jones gets credit for the RBI double. Not the most powerful strikes, but as long as they don't catch it, you're good. First pitch here, too, Justin Zuber's foul, 0-1. Ball could go 450 feet, could go 5 feet. But as long as they don't tag you out, you're doing a good job. 0-1. Here's a swing, another pop fly. This one stays in the infield, though. Underneath it, Mahan, he's going to make the catch, and that does end the inning. But Waynesville finds themselves a couple of runs. Entered the inning with no hits, but they do find 2 here. They pick up 2 runs, 2 hits. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left over on base. New inning, 4th inning coming up next. Waynesville now out in front. They lead 2-1. Back in 60, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
A new pitcher for Waynesville as we enter the fourth inning here today. Going back to Dylan Pelkey. Saw him yesterday. Pelkey, of course, he appeared at the very end of the game through one pitch, got the double play, and got Waynesville the victory. So he's going to try again here, probably going to throw more than one pitch here today. We'll see what he's got. Again, a freshman on the mound here for the Tigers. He will step in. He'll face the bottom of this Parkview lineup. And it'll be 7, 8, and 9, Handley, Oliver, and Young. So with that, we can also close the book on starting pitcher Zach Emperado today. He goes 3 innings. Gives up 1 run, 1 hit. 5 strikeouts today, 3 walks. And of course, no earned runs. That one Parkview run today was not earned. So, overall, solid outing for Emperado. Definitely had to work out of some jams, including the last inning, back-to-back strikeouts to leave the bases loaded. Parkview's left 5 runners on base here today. Waynesville so far, they've left 3. But Caleb Handley will be the first one to the plate here. Getting the first to face the right-handed freshman Dylan Pelkey. Pelkey comes through here from the stretch. Delivers one outside. It's ball 1. Handley does have an RBI. Grounded out, 5-3. But got credit for that RBI. Here's a swing. Foul tip to the backstop. 1-1. Again, a hard hit ball over to third. With Loki on third. Althusius trying to watch the runner back. Made the throw. Loki ran anyway. That'll count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coming through, Pelkey delivers another one. High and outside for ball 2. Otherwise, looks like, well, trying to see if maybe Emperado remains in the game out in center field. Kind of looks like him out there. Guess we'll see in a moment. Here comes the 3-1, too high, ball 4. So for the 4th straight inning, Parkview will put their leadoff batter aboard.
Number 4, Oliver.
Only once in those 4 innings did it come from a hit. Stepping in now, here comes the catcher. It's Holden Oliver. In fact, Parkview's still only 1 hit today. The walks and the hit by pitches have been rather frequent for the Tigers today. First pitch running inside, but it's bunted foul for strike 1. Oliver, he reached on an error. So 0 for 1. Throwing error coming from shortstop. Got as far as third before being left stranded there. Here's a pickoff throw to first. Braden applies a tag, but it's too late. Got the third on a passed ball. No balls. 1 strike. Next pitch. Bit of a half-hearted swing. Swing and a miss. Taken off for second, though, is Handley. He'll find his way in. Here's another ball that gets away into center field. Coming up on it. Does look like that's Emperado. It is. But it's another error here. That allows Handley to get to third. So Handley steals second. Then advances on the error coming from behind home plate once more on the throw. Waynesville's third error of the game. It is an 0-2 count here at the plate. Pelkey coming set. Here comes that 0-2. Swing, foul tip. So it stays 0-2 here. It's Waynesville again. Going to have to find a way to keep that runner over on third. Fortunately, though, it is just a tying run. Waynesville able to pick up a couple themselves. So you'd like to keep that lead, but definitely helps you pick up those 2 runs earlier. Here's a swing, fly ball, shallow fly ball. Coming up on it, Zemperado tries to dive for it, can't make the grab. It'll be an RBI single here for Oliver. As Parkview immediately ties it back up here, 2-2.
Number 7, Chris Young.
Potentially you're looking at a runners at the corners kind of situation if that ball doesn't go into center field. But you'll try to work around it now. Still nobody out. Runner on first. Number 9 hitter coming up, Chris Young. First pitch to Young, squaring up, bunts it back toward the mound. It'll be Pelkey who picks it up, but he won't have a play. Young will bunt for a hit. He'll be first and second, still nobody out.
Number 11, Dylan Mayhem.
So, the bottom of the lineup gets it done here for Parkview. And that brings us back to the top here. Here's Dylan Mahan. Mahan's gotten on base twice today. He's 1 for 1. Actually has Parkview's only hit today. As the first pitch misses low, ball 1. Mahan squaring up to bunt, maybe trying to bunt. Once more for a hit, or at least try to move those runners over to second and third. Still squaring up, pitch catches the outside half, 4 strike 1. Don't know if I already said it, but Parkview just 1 hit. First batter of the first inning. The rest of the damage has been Waynesville inflicted. Here's a swing, foul ball behind us. 1-2. Pelkey ahead of the count. Looking for that first strikeout. Here it comes. 2-strike pitch, swung on, ground ball over towards short. Coming up on it, that'll be Vore. Throw to first is not in time. Everybody's safe. Didn't come up on it quick enough. Base is loaded now, nobody out. So Waynesville again finds itself in a bases loaded situation as the infield once again collapses upon itself to talk things over. Figure out what you're going to try to do here. Going to need to find a way to pick up 3 outs with that runner hanging out over on third. We'll see if they can get it done. Here comes center fielder Aiden Tesaro.
Number 6.
Tesaro today is 0 for 1. Struck out in the first, walked in the third. First pitch to Cesaro here. Finds the lower half, strike 1. Cesaro on second base when that third inning ended. Here comes the 0-1 now. Just outside, ball 1. Can't be giving up a walk here. Nowhere to put him. Need to throw strikes and hopefully get a positive result. Here's another foul ball to the left. And it'll be another 2-strike count. So again, Pelkey ahead in the count. 1-2 here on Tesaro. Coming set from the stretch. And here comes that pitch. Outside, it's ball 2. On deck, Clayton Conrad. It's 0 for 2 today. Ethan Walker, if the inning continues on. Here's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout there as they get Tesaro once again. First strikeout of the day for Pelkey. Opens up a double play ball to end the inning. If you can get it done, here comes Clayton Conrad. So again, like I said, Conrad's 0 for 2. Struck out in the first, flew out to center in the third. But again, coming up here with those bases loaded. Go ahead, run over on third. The rest is just a bonus. Here's time, and here's a balk. A balk's going to be called, and that brings home the run. So everybody advances. It'll be second and third, and Parkview takes the lead here 3-2. Well, that does muddle things up a bit here for the Tigers, as now only Force is at first. So again, you got a young pitcher out there on the mound. Rather nasty balk call. Still plenty of time, though, in this game. But now you just got to do a little bit more work. Here's another swing and a high fly ball out toward left. It's playable, but might be deep enough to score another run. Catch is made by Jones. Throw coming in. It's not going to be in time here. As Parkview scores a third, they make it 4-2. So Jones does make the catch to record a second out. Waynesville faces its largest deficit of the game now here at 4-2. Bringing us to the cleanup hitter, Ethan Walker. Runner on second, and again 2 outs. Walker, 0 for 1. Flew out to right, flew out to left in the first. Walked in the third, but then was left there over on first. First pitch, popped it up. Who's going to call it over there? It'll be the second baseman Goforth. Makes the grab and ends the inning. But the damage is done. Unfortunately, a couple of base hits make that 3 base hits for the Parkview Vikings, including a bunt for a base hit as well. It puts runs on the board. Parkview, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base. Waynesville going to need a few more runs. We'll see if they can get it done in the bottom of the 4th. We're officially halfway through this one. Our score, Parkview 4, Waynesville 2. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps, and at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today, or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
David Vernon settling in, so we get going here with the bottom of the 4th. Now a 2-run ball game. Parkview retaking the lead. Here at 4-2. First pitch here to Vernon. Misses high. It's 1-0. Connor Harbit, Z102.3 on this Tuesday. There's a swing and a foul ball. Evens up the count. 1-1. 6, 7, 8. Vernon, Breeden, Althusius. All going to get looks here, for sure. With Lucas Vore waiting See if this inning goes past those three. Here's a swing and a fly ball sent out towards center. It's going to be caught over the shoulder of the center fielder, Tesaro. Able to back up and make the play for out number one. So Vernon catching that one pretty cleanly, but not so deep as to outrun the center fielder Tesaro. And with one away, it's first baseman Peyton Breeden. Breeden swinging away. Here's a line drive into right. He'll get the base hit. He's going to round first, but he's going to hold there. It's a 1-out single. Breeden going to waste no time there. Was about to say 0 for 1. Reached on an error, but he reaches for the second time here in this game. Bringing that tying run to the plate. Here comes Hunter Althusius. Althusius popped up to second. His first trip up. That ended the second inning. Well, looking to work. Here's another pop-up. This time it's going to be the first baseman who gets underneath it and makes the catch for what is the second out of the inning. So a couple pop-outs now on Althusius' day. And who comes up next? Well, here comes Lucas Vore. Nope, excuse me, not Vore, rather. How about Dylan Pelkey? Silly me. Forgot Pelkey coming into the ball game, replacing Vore, who was actually replaced by Emperado out in center. Pelkey swinging away, going to send a soft ground ball. Going to be fielded barehanded by the third baseman Walker. Makes a throw over to third. Excuse me, how about first for the final out of the inning. So, not a whole lot of pitches thrown there in that inning. In fact, the last three batters of the inning getting their results in just a single pitch. So we move on into the fifth inning. Waynesville finding nothing here in the fourth. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one runner left on base. Into the fifth we go. Parkview leads 4-2. Back in 60, you're listening to Tigers Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe in a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber.
Is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
Dylan Pelkey going into his second inning of work as we return to the fifth inning. Waynesville trailing by 2, 4-2, and looking to keep it there here in this half inning. 5, 6, and 7 coming up. Low-Q, Orcutt, and Handley all set to take their cuts here in this half inning. And of course, up here in the booth, Connor Harmon, Z102.3. Always identify yourself. Make sure the people know. Of course, been sticking with Waynesville throughout the 22-23 school year. Football, basketball, softball, baseball. I think that's pretty much it, right? Don't think I've done anything more. But of course, wrapping things up here in about the next month or so. So it's going to be Kimo Low-Q stepping up here. He'll start things off for the Vikings. Looking to bunt. Did he get the bat back in time? Yes, he did. 1-0. Take a couple months off for the summer. Then we're right back to football again. 1-0. Coming in. Swing. Deep fly ball out towards center. Backing up is Emperado, but he's still tracking it. Did he make the catch? No, it's off the wall. It's going to be extra bases here for Low-Q. He finds his way into the second base. And it's going to be a fifth straight inning in which the leadoff batter gets aboard. So Loque sends one over the head of Emperado, who normally has lots of range out there. But it's something once again for the Tigers to work around. So the number 6 hitter comes in here, Dalton Orcutt. So Orcutt, 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts today. Both of them swinging. First time facing Pelkey in this game, though, as he's going to look to bunt. Popped it up, caught by Pelkey. Looks back towards second, not going to have a throw, but does record the out. Catch first, throw second. Pelkey almost pummeled that one. Would say was in the process of transferring that ball from glove to hand anyway, so definitely made the catch. So he keeps that runner over on second. One man gone. Here is left fielder Caleb Handley. Handley's had an eventful day today. First pitch, swinging a foul ball to the backstop. Second inning, grounded out 5-3, but recorded the RBI. Walked in the fourth, stole second, reached on an error on the throw, got all the way to third, and then came home on an RBI single. Facing an 0-1 count here. Next pitch, too high. 1-1. Ones across the board. 1-1-1. Loque on second. Pelkey looking back. Makes it a double. Now comes home with it. Just a hair too high there. 2-1. Pelkey falling behind in the count. Next offering on its way. That time able to, no. Thought he brought it down enough. Still too high, 3-1. Handley perhaps looking for his second walk today. Here is that pitch, outside, and that it is. So the walk puts the runner back over on first. First and second with one away now. And incoming is the catcher and the number 8 hitter, Holden Oliver. Oliver, like Handley, has had a busy day. Reached on an error in the second. Then got to third on a passed ball, but advanced no further. RBI single in the fourth. Then came home to score on a balk. First pitch to Oliver. It's taken, called strike 1. Base runners in every inning for the Vikings today. In fact, I think Waynesville's actually been the same today. We've not had a single 1-2-3 inning in this one. But Parkview, they've definitely had more chances at it. 4 hits today, and several base runners. Mostly given up on walks. Still 0-1. Here comes the pitch. Loque taken off for third, but it's a foul ball. He'll have to retreat here. It's 0-2. So Pelkey well ahead in the count here. Looking perhaps for a second strikeout today. Gonna check on second. Now delivers. Breaking ball. Called strike 3. Not the most emphatic strike 3 call I've ever seen, but it is gonna be called strike 3. And Pelkey does get it done. Out number 2. I was gonna say, I think it looked good. I definitely thought it was strike 3. Umpire kind of hesitated a little bit. Kind of did it in 2 parts. So, that is going to be out number 2. Runner still on first and second. Here comes second baseman Chris Young. Young bunted for a hit last time up. First pitch here, he's going to send a ground ball over to short. Fielded by Vore. Breeden going to reach out for it. Puts it in the glove to end the inning. So despite the leadoff double, Waynesville is able to keep Parkview off the board. A strikeout, a pop out, and a ground out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 runners this time round left on base. Bottom of the 5th incoming here. Waynesville, 9 outs to work with. We'll see if they can get it done in the first 3. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Bottom of the 5th coming up here. Wayne Bandy Ballpark in Waynesville. 4-2 our score. Waynesville still trailing here in this one, but trying to reverse those fortunes here. They'll have the top of the lineup coming up here. 1, 2, and 3. Both Waynesville runs coming back in the 3rd. Here's a swing. Line drive out toward right, but coming up on it, Delton Orcutt was playing rather inside on that one. Able to make the catch for out number 1. So make that 4 straight results in 4 pitches here for Waynesville. Going back to the 4th inning. As Dylan Mahan continues to work. Waynesville not really working that pitch count all too much. Kind of free swinging it here. First pitch to Jackson go forth is too low. It's ball 1. We've seen several starters go deep on Waynesville this season. For better or for worse. 1-0 offering, low and inside, ball 2. Of course, some of those games ending a little bit early. Other games, like yesterday, just saw that starter go deep. Here's a ground ball back up the middle. Young has it, but he's not going to have a play on it. It's going to be an infield single. So go forth, taking a couple pitches, then puts one up the middle for a single. He's aboard, and again, Waynesville has that tying run coming to the plate here. This time around, going to be, at least first of all, represented by Ethan Heberling. Heberling going to try to get going here. Hasn't had the best day at the plate, 2 strikeouts. First pitch, swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Heberling simply just hasn't been able to figure out Mahan today. Mahan with 4 strikeouts. Getting 2 of them on Heberling. Next offering, misses, ball 1. And 4 strikeouts, like I said. 1 walk today. He's given up 3 hits. Nope, 4 hits, including the one here in this inning. 1-1. Outside edge, 1-2. Heberling behind in the count. Needs to again protect that plate. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Too high, 2-2. Go forth. Can step off the bag. About a 3-step lead. Here comes the pitch. Caught a piece of it, foul ball. On deck here, Creed Jones. Jones actually getting a little competitive before he even gets to the plate. Chasing after that foul ball. Chasing a Parkview representative. Unfortunately, not going to end up on the winning side of things there. Hopefully not a sign of things to come. Here's a pop-up right side of the infield. Underneath it is Young. He'll make the grab, and that's going to be out number 2. So Heberling puts the ball in play this time. Unfortunately, pops out. Out number 2. leaving that runner over on first. Here comes Creed Jones once again. First pitch on Jones. Take it inside. Actually be called strike one. Jones is 1 for 2 with an RBI today. Had an RBI double back in the third. Capped off what was a 2-run inning. At the time, gave Waynesville a 2-1 lead. Of course, 3 unanswered here for Parkview. Ground ball sent third base side. Coming up on its walker. Play is going to be close, but it is going to be Jones to the bag to end the 5th inning. So again, Waynesville finds nothing. They do pick up a hit, but no runs. There were no errors, and there was 1 runner left on base. 6th inning. 2 innings left to play here in Waynesville. Again, Waynesville trails by 2. It's 4-2. Back in 60, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Again, 2 innings left to play here in this one. 4-2 our score. Parkview leads by 2 over Waynesville. Parkview coming back to the plate. They'll have the top of the order. It'll be 1, 2, and 3. It'll be Mahan, Tesaro, and Conrad. Dylan Pelkey still on the mound. He's going to enter his 3rd inning of work as he tries to hold the status quo. Trying to give, anyway, Waynesville the best chance to make a comeback here in this one. Connor Harbert, Z102.3, but first he has to get through what has been a tough out today, in the way that he's not been an out today. Dylan Mahan. First pitch is outside, it's ball 1. Mahan 2 for 2 with a hit by pitch. He's been left stranded on the base paths, though, 3 times today. In the first, left over on second. In the third, left on third. And in the fourth, again, left on second. 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. So Mahan representing no runs. In fact, all the work today, all the scoring, has come from the bottom half of the lineup. Mahan sends a foul ball to the right and out of play. And now the 2-1. Inside edge, 2-2. 7, 8, 9 back in the 4th for Parkview, picking up those 3 runs, that decisive inning. Or at least so far, the decisive inning. Here comes the 2-2. Too high, 3-2. Full count to start things out here. Payoff pitch, just missed high. And it's ball 4. Mahan finds his base for the 4th time here in this one. And so the streak stays alive, 6 straight innings, where the leadoff batter gets aboard. A double, hit by pitch, another hit by pitch, a single, a double, and a walk. We'll see if Waynesville can work around it like they have a couple times today. First pitch on the way to Aiden Tesaro, misses, ball 1. Mahan over there on first, 1 stolen base today. See if he tries it once again. He's gonna squaring up to bunt, pulled it back, pitch missed, tag applied to Mahan, but he is in there. He'll have another stolen base. The count goes 1-1 here to Tesaro, who is 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts and a walk. And big lead over on second. Here comes the 1-1. Missed. 2-1. Pelkey behind in the count. Looks back to second. Now comes in with it. Bunt laid down the third base side. Curling back fair. They're going to try to let it go. No, it's going to be fair ball. Could have maybe tried at that point to just see where it ends up, but Althusius picks it up. And Tesaro will have himself a bunt single. He bunted it foul, but it curled off the grass back into fair territory. Like I said, maybe just kind of let it try to roll back up and off to the left once again. Instead, Althusius again just ate it. And everybody's safe, first and third. Obviously have to watch that runner over on third, but you can just pick it up at that point. So it looks like that'll actually be a pitching change coming up here. That'll be the end for Pelkey today. It'll be first and third, and nobody out for our new incoming pitcher here. We'll tell you all about him when we come back. So we'll take a couple minutes here. Come back. It is 4-2. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Top of the sixth. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, C102.3.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
New pitcher, Hunter Althusius, coming in from third. He's going to take things over here. Top of the sixth, 4-2 our score. Parkview, though, runners at the corners and nobody out. Of course, they lead by 2 here and threatening to add more. So Althusius going to try to navigate this situation here. Has an 0-1 count on Clayton Conrad. Make that an 0-2 count. Here's another foul ball. And so far, so good. Althusius, we've seen a couple times here over the airwaves. Last time we saw him, that was against Rolla. Of course, not a whole lot of games in between then, but we did. Throw over to first, checking on the runner over there. But Tesaro dives back safely. Conrad at the plate, 0 for 3. He's flown out in his last 2 appearances. Strikeout also to his name. Coming in with the 0-2. Swing, line drive, left side, but going foul. And we'll stay there. Strikeout came back in the first. Fly out to center, fly out to left. Still no balls, still 2 strikes. Next pitch, and that'll hit him. And so, Althusi is going to come in and lose the 0-2 count. As the hit by pitch means it'll be bases loaded again, nobody out. Can't officially close the door on again the outgoing reliever, Pelkey. Those runners on second and third, still his responsibility. But the first batter Althusius will be responsible for, does find his way on. Again with the first 3 aboard, here comes Ethan Walker, cleanup hitter. 1, 2, and 3 aboard the base pass. First pitch, 2. Walker misses outside, it's ball 1. Coming through the windup, 1-0. Put 2 high, 2-0. Another one fired in. This time, finds the zone, 2-1. No room for walks, no room for hit by pitches. Pitch to contact if you must. But you got to find some way to get an out here on the board. Next pitch. That one also drops in, 2-2. And we've seen Waynesville work out a 1 bases loaded jam today. Why not 2? Here comes the pitch. Swing. Shallow line drive over to short. Ball's caught. Everybody gets back. But that's a productive out. Eli Vore coming up on it and making the play. Walker's retired. And here comes Kimo Loki. So Loki, 1 for 2. Hope we'll get more from the 3rd inning Loki and not the 5th inning Loki, where he smashed a leadoff double. Back in the 3rd, he struck out. Was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. And later came around to score. It's the first run of the game back in the 2nd. First pitch misses, 1-0. Ducius fires the next one in. Swing, line drive back to the mound. That ball's caught. Had a chance maybe for the throw to second. Not going to take his chances there, but that will be out number 2.
Number 10.
Well, that'll work. A line out to short, line out to the mound. And now things get interesting. All you got to do, get to the closest bag. Whether that be home plate, whether that be 3rd, 2nd, 1st. Most of the time, you're going to probably be looking toward 1st. But things become a lot more simple here. So we do get ourselves that courtesy runner once again with Mahan over on 3rd. He'll be once again exchanged for Case Hiley. First pitch, taken all the way, strike 1. So it is Delton Orcutt at the plate, who's 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. Next offering, missing outside. It's 1-1. Next pitch, too high, 2-1. Orcutt popped out to second his last time. Here comes the 2-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Perhaps 1 strike away from getting out of this. 2's on the board, 2, 2, 2. From the windup, Althusius delivers. It's the pitch, swung on, missed, strike 3. So tell you what, the inning didn't start out all too great, but 2 lineouts and a strikeout. And once again, Waynesville forces Parkview to leave those bases loaded. That's the good news. The bad news, you still need more runs. They have 6 outs to work with. Come back in 60 seconds. We'll enter the bottom of the 6th. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball. It's Z102.3.
Ever think about living to be 100 years old? Well, maybe you will. Hello, this is Martin Vernon, owner of Memorial Chapels and Crematory. Making plans and being prepared for events in our lives is the right thing to do. At Memorial Chapels, we offer many choices in funeral planning, and we're always available to discuss options regarding how best to fund those choices. Because when it comes to important events in life, you really need to get prepared.
Mailbox It in St. Robert is now your complete shipping headquarters. Mailbox It is a UPS authorized shipping agent. They can ship your package UPS, accept UPS drop-offs, and can accept UPS returns with a shipping label. Add FedEx and the United States Postal Service, and why go anywhere else? Mailbox It is the go-to resource for packing, shipping, printing, and business service needs. Mailbox It is a copy, print, and document service center. They can even print your photos and canvases. Mailbox It, 213 Suite 3, St. Robert Boulevard.
Back here once more, bottom of the 6th. 4-2 our score. Waynesville, they trail by 2. Were able to get themselves out of another jam. Left the bases loaded once again in the 6th. But they need runs. That's what they need. At the most. 2 runs. 3 runs if you want to take the lead and put Parkview on the back foot. It'll be 5, 6, and 7 coming up here in this half inning. Justin Zuber swinging away. First pitch, ground ball over to short. Loki having trouble bringing it in. Throw is going to get past the first baseman. Zuber going to try to move on over to second. He is going to be there. It's another error here on Loki. And Waynesville will start things off here with a runner on second. So a good start here, as Loki again commits his 3rd error of the game over there. But as we'll see if Waynesville can actually take advantage of it. Haven't been able to take advantage of those errors. The one inning in which they scored, they got it done cleanly. Here's a swing from David Vernon. Again, first pitch swinging. Deep out toward right center. Catch is made. Zuber hanging on, though. Not going to try to advance as Vernon flies out. Again, Waynesville just kind of free swinging it today. 2 pitches, 2 results. And with Vernon put away, here comes Peyton Breeden. Breeden swinging away first pitch. Ground ball over to short. Loki fields it cleanly this time. Throw to first is there. And that'll be the 6-3 putout. So how about 3 pitches, 3 results? Dylan Mahan up there still on the mound. Not necessarily having to wear out the arm up there. With that runner over on third now. Here comes Hunter Althusius. Althusius going to need a base knock here if he wants to bring that runner home from third. He is the tying run, though, at the plate. Again, though, with 6 outs currently to work with, 4 outs to work with now, I guess. 1 run would definitely be a nice start. 1-0, delivered too low. It's ball 2. Get 1 now. Get the 1-2-3 in the top of the 7th. Then win the game in the bottom. In a perfect world, that's what would happen. I know it's not always perfect, though. 3-0 is the count here. 2-0 delivered high. Next pitch taken all the way for strike 1. Actually, a perfect world would be just scoring 12 runs right now and run ruling. But we're going to be realistic here. 3-1 taken down the middle. And we go full now at 3-2. So from 3-0 here, 3-2 now. Mahan through the windup. Althusius takes, and that's going to be called strike 3. Gotta swing the bat as Waynesville strands the runner over on third. And they'll need at least 2, maybe more, depending on what we see in the top of the 7th. So, no runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on base here for Waynesville in the bottom of the 6th. Top of the 7th incoming, 4-2. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Hey folks, Mike Freeman with Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert, where you'll always get more. With one of the largest pre-owned inventories in the area, you'll get more selection. With a friendly professional sales team, you'll get more customer service. And with incredible deals right now on every pre-owned in stock, you'll get more for your money. Come by Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today or shop 24/7 at edmorsefordstrobert.com. And remember, you'll always get more when you shop at Ed Morse.
7th inning here. Final inning, perhaps. As Parkview comes back to the plate here, the Vikings, they lead by 2. Waynesville, nothing doing in the bottom of the 6th. We know the bottom of the 7th, it's going to be do or die. But the only question remaining, how many runs for the Tigers to score if they want to keep their chances here in this one? Hunter Althusius back out onto the mound, came in, nobody out, runners at the corners. Loaded the bases with a leadoff walk, or he actually hit the first batter he saw, but then 2 lineouts and a strikeout, able to get himself out of it. But now with a fresh slate here, we'll see what Althusius can do. Can close the door, by the way, on Dylan Pelkey. 2 innings today, 3 runs, 5 hits, no home runs, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, and 2 earned runs for Pelkey in his appearance in relief here today. Again, freshman, pretty solid outing, all things considered there for Pelkey. But Althusius, the junior, right-hander, see what he can do. He's going to face the bottom of the lineup, 7, 8, and 9. Not easy outs, the 3 of them. Handley, Oliver, and Young, first pitch. Here, 2. Caleb Handley is taking strike 1. Handley today, he is 0 for 1. Ground out, but did pick up the RBI. As Althusius fires, here's a swing and a miss. Handley walked in the 4th, came around to score, part of that 3-run inning that gave Parkview the lead they now hold, and also walked in the 5th. Here's a swing, foul ball to the net, stays 0-2. Again, our last runs came back in the 4th. Neither side's budged since then. Parkview, a run in the 2nd, 3 in the 4th. Waynesville, their 2 runs came back in the 3rd. 0-2, next one, outside, ball 1. This ball game approaching the 2-hour mark. Got started just past 4:30 today. Here comes the next 2-strike pitch, and again it's fouled off. Still 1-2. Althusius, the next one on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Waynesville's gotten a healthy share of strikeouts today. That one, another one. Second strikeout for Althusius. Will actually be their 8th strikeout as a unit. With Handley gone, brings us to Holden Oliver. Oliver is 1 for 3. And he's going to be hit by the pitch. 1 pitch, runs inside, catches Oliver on the back, so he'll take his spot over on first. And coming in now, second baseman Chris Young. By the way, that strikeout to Handley did break the streak, by the way. If you've been following along, 6 straight innings, Parkview got their leadoff batter aboard. Not in the 7th. They will still get a base runner, though, here with that hit by pitch. 1 out. Again, like I said, Chris Young. Pickoff throw over to first. Nothing doing, though. Comes back to the mound. Next one delivered. Bit too high, 1-0. Young, he's looking at a 1 for 2 game. Walked in the 2nd. A single and a ground out. Next pitch, also too high. Throw down to first. Braden applies a tag, but Oliver back in safely. Young back in the second. He's caught in a rundown. Next pitch, taking off is Oliver, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is not going to be there. Ball missed the glove of the shortstop Vore, and Oliver has a stolen base. Parkview has run today on Waynesville. 1, 2, 3. Well, I may have lost count. Let me try that again from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 stolen bases today for Parkview. 2-1. Bunt going to be laid down the third base line. It's a good bunt. Althusius has it. Flips the throw over to third. And bounces one off the helmet of Oliver. But he'll be safe. And there'll be a single here for Young. Third time Parkview's bunt for a hit today. And so, that brings us to the top of the lineup here. Runners at the corners, 1 out for Dylan Mahan. Mahan, he's reached base all 4 times today. 2 for 2, 2 walks. Well, 2 for 2, 1 walk, and 1 hit by pitch. Has a chance to increase this Vikings lead. Pitch outside, ball 1. Of course, yet another inning where Waynesville puts a runner over on third. Fakes a throw over to third, now a throw over to first. Got to watch that runner over at third, as they are going to trade the out, but the run's going to score. Is that a worthy trade? Maybe. I'm not quite sure. Now you're going to need 3 runs in the bottom of the 7th. 2 outs, though, with the bases now cleared. We'll see. So Oliver again does score. 5-2 now in favor of Parkview. So Young's thrown out between first and second. Now here's a swing by Mahan. Fouls it off to the right and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3 to tie. 4 to win. That's the current scenario. If the rest of the 7th, top of the 7th, goes without any further drama. 1 ball, 1 strike. Again, 2 away. Althusius through the windup. And the pitch running inside, 2-1. Wind continuing to blow out toward right. Hasn't been too much of a factor today. Well, actually, maybe a few times here and there. Another pitch inside, ball 3. Waynesville definitely did have a couple hits up into the air. Drifting off toward that side that may have been caught by the wind. But other than that, can't really think of a whole lot. Here comes the 3-1 offering. Taken. Strike 2. And thought he had ball 4. I'll tell you what, I think that was probably one of the least controversial calls today. Full count, payoff pitch. Swing, foul ball to the backstop. Admittedly, maybe I was paying more attention to the left-right, not the up-down. Well, it seemed like it found the zone. Still full count. Next payoff pitch is in there. Strike 3 called. There is that outside pitch. As Mahan strikes out for the first time. He is left off the base pass. He is retired. And so it will be a 3-run lead into the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if Waynesville can find the 3 they need. 3 to tie, 4 to win. Well, we know they can score 3 runs in an inning. We've seen them do it a couple times. Why not do it tonight? Back in 60, we'll see if they can get it done. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Your husband is pretty handy to have around. He makes the world's best mac and cheese. He's in the Tickle Monster Hall of Fame. And he can teach anyone how to throw strikes. But a busted pipe and a basement full of water?
Honey, I think we need a plumber
is a little out of his league. That's where a homeowner's policy from Shelter Insurance comes in handy. We'll help get your house back in order and your husband back to what he does best.
For a free insurance review,
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Wondering where to go for care at Phelps Health? For non-life-threatening conditions that require ongoing care and prevention, like annual checkups or colds, make an appointment with one of our primary care providers. When you need immediate attention for non-life-threatening health matters, like a cut that may require stitches, our immediate care clinics in Rolla and Waynesville are here to help. And if you're experiencing life-threatening medical issues, the Phelps Health Emergency Department is committed to caring for you when you need it most. Visit phelpshealth.org to learn more.
A pinch hitter start things out here in the bottom of the 7th, Luke Cassidy. We started the game with a Luke in this 9 slot, but we're going to end it with another one. As Cassidy swings and misses at the next pitch. Cassidy, a sophomore. First time making an appearance in this one. Swing and a miss at the next one, 1-2. Dylan Mahan still on the mound here. Again, Mahan at around 80 pitches or so, as I've been told. Still plenty of juice here into the 7th, 2-2. Waynesville starter going 3 innings into this one. Man looking for the complete game. Next pitch, too high, 3-2. Payoff pitch, taken, ball 4. So Cassidy draws the walk. He's aboard. That's one of the runners you need. You're going to need a few more. That brings a tying run, though, onto the field. Into the on-deck circle. And the top of the lineup coming up. Gotta say, Cassidy doing the job there. Couple swings and misses, but keeping that eye. That last pitch in particular, definitely a tough one to take. First pitch, too high, 1-0. Zach Imbrado at the plate here. 0 for 2. Next offering, low and away. It's ball 2. Imbrado reached on an error in the first. Sacrifice bunt in the 3rd, and then flew out to right in the 5th. We're going to have ourselves actually time called here in the middle of this at-bat. It's the Parkview coach comes out of the dugout here to visit with Mahan. On a full infield visit, just pitcher and catcher here. Semperado will retreat, talk things over with his own coaching staff here. No pitching change, though, just to visit with Mahan. So, back to it here, 2-0, nobody out, runner on first. 5-2, bottom of the 7th. Next pitch, too high, ball 3. Mahan hasn't really given up a whole lot in the way of walks, but at risk of giving up his 2nd straight. Here is the 3-0. Imbrado takes, gets to the backstop. Hustle down the line here, maybe Cassidy. Nah, would not have had probably enough time to move on any further. It'll just be 1st and 2nd, but most importantly, tying run to the plate.
Number 3, Jackson. Go.
We talked about in the top half of the inning was trading that out for the run worth it. We'll see. Nobody out. Here's Jackson Goforth. Runs 3 and 4 on the base pass. Here's a wing. Gets away. Cassidy almost taking off for 3rd. Goes back on it. It'll just be 0-1. So Goforth, 2 for 3. Multi-hit day for him. Actually, the only Tiger to have a multi-hit day in this one. Owns half of Waynesville's hits. 0-1 delivered. Caught the corner. 0-2. One time Goforth did not find a hit. He struck out looking. At risk here. Going to need to protect that plate. Here comes the 0-2. Swing, foul ball. Stays alive. So 0-2 here. Go forth, able to keep himself alive for one more pitch. Next one, runs inside and hit him. The pitch runs inside, losing the 0-2 count as Mahan. The bases are loaded. The tying run is on base. And the potential winning run is now at the plate. Can Waynesville get it done? They've faced several situations like this out in the field. For the first time here, they're going to be the ones at the plate. Ethan Heberling swinging away. He sends one behind us. Strike one. Heberling today 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. Those 2 strikeouts came in the first and the third. A pop-out to second last time up. Now it's back in the fifth. Next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike two. On deck, Creed Jones. Justin Zuber waiting if we go that far. Here comes the 0-2 to Heberling. Swing, foul ball. Moving off toward the left side parking lot. Still no ball, still 2 strikes. Hand from the windup, the pitch. High, ball 1. Tense situation here in Waynesville for the second straight day. But this time, Waynesville, they need to be the comeback. Shut the door on one last night. Trying to do it now. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Again, too high. Ball 2. Walk scores a run, but still going to need a couple more of those. Protect the plate at all costs here. Dylan Mahan still in, looking for the complete game. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, fouled it off. Not going down without a fight here. Third 2-strike foul ball. Get a new ball from the dugout here as we get back to it. As Mahan comes set. Through the windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Heberling puts up a fight, but he does strike out for the third time. And that will be 1 out.
Number 18, Creed Jones.
Waynesville, 2 outs remaining. Here comes Creed Jones. Jones, 1 for 3. Had a double back in the third. First pitch, swinging away. Missed it though, 0-1. Oh and 1 the count. 1 out. Next pitch. Again swinging away. Maybe a bit too aggressive there. That ball most likely would have been called ball 1. Don't need to be a hero here. Make sure it's a good one. Of course, got to protect the plate now, 0-2. Here's the pitch. Called strike 3. No. Yep. Delayed strike 3 call. The outside zone got him again. And Waynesville's down to its final out. That one I'm going to just straight up say it. That was off the plate. And then some. But it's been the zone all day today. Got to be cognizant of that. And now Waynesville needs a hero. Here comes Justin Zuber. Zuber swinging away. 0-1. Two strikes remaining here for Waynesville. Next pitch to Zuber. 2-0, 1-1. Zuber 0 for 3, strikeout, pop out. Reached on an error back in the 6th. Needs to keep the inning alive at all costs. Here comes the 1-1. Swing, high chopper heading over toward third. Dangerous territory. That ball's bobbled. Everybody's safe. Waynesville picks up the run. I don't know where to give that a hit or an error, but honestly, I'll have all the time in the world to fix that, as we still are in this one here at 5-3. And that will be the end of Dylan Mahan. The pitch count will end Mahan's day. Close to the complete game, but it'll come just 1 out short. As Waynesville has that tying run now on second. Winning run is on the base paths over on first. We'll go ahead and give it a hit. How about it? Hitting an RBI. But it'll be David Vernon coming to the plate when we come back. I'll tell you all about the new pitcher here. Back in a few. 5-3, bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded, 2 outs. You're listening to Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
The trucks are coming in and coming in. Lowe Chevrolet in Waynesville has vehicles on the lot with your name on it. Stop by and check out the selection. Take your pick and drive off the lot today with a new or pre-owned vehicle of your choice. Lowe Chevrolet can help you with financing, service, and so much more. Serving the community you live in for over 30 years. Lowe Chevrolet, off I-44, exit 156 in Waynesville.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
New pitcher, Aiden Tesaro, will take things over. He'll come in from center field. Not catch who went out there to replace him in center field, but for the most part, the situation, it's here at home plate. Bases loaded, 5-3, bottom of the 7th. Waynesville's got the tying run over on second and the winning run over at first. But there are 2 outs, back-to-back strikeouts for Dylan Mahan as he makes his way out of the ballgame. Has made this a bit of a tough test here for Waynesville. Had the bases loaded, nobody out. They at least get something. But now they still need those 2 more runs. We'll see if we can get it done here. David Vernon. He'll be the next man up here in this comeback try. Aiden Tesaro, left-handed pitcher. Going against the right-handed Vernon. Over on third, it's Emperado. On second, Jackson Goforth. The 2 most important runners. First pitch, too high, ball 1. Over on first, you do have Zuber, who did have the RBI single to get Waynesville a run here in this 7th. Their first run since the 3rd inning. 1-0, next pitch from Tesaro. Taken, down the middle, strike 1. Vernon today, he's 0 for 3. Line out, fly out, fly out. One coming up next. Tesaro fires, swing and a miss. Waynesville's down to its final strike. One ball, 2 strikes, and 2 away. Tesaro coming set from the stretch. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. This one comes to a close. So Waynesville had the bases loaded, nobody out, but 3 strikeouts. Well, ends Waynesville's day today as they fall here to the Parkview Vikings 5-3. So we're going to do what we always do. Let's take a little bit. We'll come back. I'll have your lines ready for you. We'll talk about them, and I'll set you up for next week. As actually, I'll be taking the rest of the week off. Don't know what to do on a Thursday night anymore, or Wednesday for that matter. But I'll go ahead and set you up for next week. But anyway, back in a few. Again, your final score, Parkview 5, Waynesville 3. Waynesville falls tonight. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball, Z102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
At Clark Tire Company of Camdenton, you can always count on the friendly staff who value their customers. For tire service and maintenance to keep your family safe, stop in Clark Tire of Camdenton.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Turn on the heat. Call AirServe Heating and Air in West Waynesville and get your existing system checked and serviced. If it's time to step up and get a new system, the Luxair high-performance heating and air equipment is top of the line. Luxair sets the standard year in and year out with new features and innovations in the industry and has since 1954. Your Luxair system is just a phone call away at AirServe Heating and Air at 433-3613 or stop by the office on Historic Route 66 in West Waynesville and ask about the Luxair Advantage. Napa Premium Performance Motor Oil is just $3.99 a quart, or $17.99 for the 5-quart jug this month at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Save 25% on Royal Purple High Performance Motor Oil. Get a $10 rebate to redeem online. Get a 5-quart jug of Royal Purple and receive a Max Clean Fuel System Cleaner free. Rain-X 2-in-1 Glass Cleaner and Rain Repellent, $5.99. Ask about their specials on Avalanche Refrigerant. Lawnmower and marine batteries are in stock too at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue in St. Robert, and get the good stuff 7 days a week.
Mountain Dew Zero Sugar asks, ever wonder what it would be like to live in an alternate universe? One where everything seems to work just the opposite of the way you'd expect? Well, friends, welcome to the alternate universe of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. The taste is nothing less than outrageously delicious. And Mountain Dew Zero Sugar comes in awesomely exhilarating flavors like Original Dew Zero Sugar, Mountain Dew Spark Zero Sugar, and Mountain Dew Major Melon Zero Sugar. Try the incredible flavors of Mountain Dew Zero Sugar. Zero Sugar, all dew.
When the chaos is over and the dust settles, it's a relief to see that big old tree you've always loved still there, unharmed and confident. Confidence that brings about trust and comfort from a full-service bank right here in your own community. Your one stop for savings, checking, home equity and auto loans, and CDs and money markets. That's your protection from the storm.
The Bank of Iberia in 2 locations, Iberia and Waynesville. Come on in to the Bank of Iberia.
Back once more here at Wayne Bandy Ballpark in Waynesville. This one is in the books here tonight. Waynesville unfortunately falls. They had the opportunity, had the winning run on base, but with the bases loaded and nobody out, 3 strikeouts. End this game as Waynesville drops one to Parkview. Final score, 5-3. Connor Harbin here with you, Z102.3, as we wrap this one up. Again, just kind of doing some final numbers here for you. As again, I made the mistake of not getting Althusius' numbers, so once we get that out of the way, we'll be good to go on. There we go. So, how about it? Let's go ahead and take a look here today as we start, well, with the scoreline. 5-3. Waynesville today, 3 runs on 5 hits. They commit 3 errors, leave 9 runners on base, but none, of course, going to hurt more than leaving those 3 in the bottom of the 7th. Meanwhile, Parkview, they pick up 5 runs on 7 hits. They commit 3 errors and leave 11 on base. So, winning pitcher here today, again, that's going to be Dylan Mahan. He goes 6 2/3, gives up 3 runs, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 of those in the final inning in this one. He gives up 3 earned runs. All of Waynesville's runs today were, in fact, earned. Aiden Tesaro, he closes it out, pitches the final third of the game, gets a strikeout, the final batter of that bottom of the 7th. Losing pitcher here today, I believe that would be Dylan Pelkey. He comes in relief for the starter, Zach Imperato. He goes 2 innings, 3 runs, 5 hits, 1 strikeout, 3 walks, and 2 earned runs. Gave up those 2 runs in the 4th, as well as an extra run later on somewhere. Or maybe gave up the 3 runs, but 2 of them earned, of course. Hunter Althusius, he goes 2 innings today, 1 run, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts, no walks, and an earned run as well. Imperato, by the way, he does go 3 innings, gives up 1 run, 1 hit, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, and no earned runs. So Waynesville, they drop to 2-15 here on the season. Of course, that will not be it for them this week. As far as broadcasts go, that'll be it for us this week. But Waynesville now turns their attention to Bolivar. Coming up here as part of the Salem tournament later on this week. Do believe Thursday they'll be taking on those Liberators. The rest of the games do not know just yet. Do know it will be the Salem tournament. We will pick back up with Waynesville May the 8th. It's going to be our one time we're going to follow Waynesville on the road as they take on a team from the Frisco League, the Licking Wildcats. I've said multiple times, wanted to get all 9 Frisco League teams. We're going to get that through pretty much district play. One team we weren't going to get was Newburgh. We're actually going to get them through districts, so Licking, we're going to find our way over there through Waynesville baseball. So that, again, is going to be May the 8th. It's a 5 o'clock start, so do take note of that. It's going to be about 30 minutes later than usual with Waynesville baseball. 5 o'clock, 4:45 pregame. That's going to be May the 8th right here, Z102.3. But then we'll have one more Waynesville game from there. That'll be May the 11th. As Waynesville comes back here, we'll close things up here at home as Waynesville takes on Owensville. So that'll again be the 4:30 start, and we'll follow it up with a 4:15 pregame. Should be a good one there. Waynesville, good opportunity, I think, to finish their season on a winning note. Owensville, again, another team that's been struggling a little bit here and there. So, other than that, one more broadcast we'll have for you. We'll have Richland and Stowland for you. That'll be a Frisco game next week. That'll be May the 9th. So we're definitely going to get our fair share of baseball in the closing stretch. And like I said, we're going to be covering Class 2 District 9 district baseball, which means we've got more Lakeway, we've got more Richland, we've got more Newburgh, we've got more Plato, we've got more Iberia and Crocker, of course, coming up here in about a couple weeks. So I'm really excited. We're definitely going to get our money's worth here, but for now, I think that'll go ahead and wrap things up. For Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one as much as I enjoy bringing it to you here tonight. Once again, Waynesville falls here tonight. Final score 5-3 to the Parkview Vikings. Until next time, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Baseball on 102.3 on your FM dial. Brought to you by Air Serv Heating and Air, the Marys County Bank, Mailbox It, Lowe's Chevrolet, the Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland and John Gregory, St. Robert Auto Supply, Phelps Health, the Bank of Iberia, and the Pepsi-Cola Bottling Company. We hope you enjoyed today's games. We'll see you next time here on 102.3 FM for more Waynesville Tiger Baseball.